What's going on, everybody? It's the Wave Report. It's your boy, Young One Jonah.
It's your boy, Joe Waters, a.k.a.
It's Trevante Arell for 1/3 of Dark Matter. Bang. We right back.
With another one.
We finna replace Joe Waters.
Hope y'all enjoy.
This nigga, every app, we finna replace Joe Waters.
Hey, we got an open spot at the Wave Report. You can sit right here. You feel me? Nah.
Hey, yo, it's your boy, Joe Waters, a.k.a. Justin Timberlake, the best singer in sync, all right? I mean,
Who gonna
I'll say
debate you?
bye to these niggas. Chill out.
Yo, I hope y'all enjoyed the last episode, man. It was crazy.
Yes.
We back with some more craziness. But first, before we even get into it, man, how y'all doing this week? What's popping?
Bro, it's been a fun week for me. Respectfully, I'm grateful for everybody who's supported the therapy movement. Got a battle coming up.
Hey, talk about it. What is therapy, though?
So therapy is whenever somebody goes through something, a lot of times you want to go through counseling. You want to just do something that can help you steer you in a direction to get better. Therapy was built out of being in a tough time, and I didn't need to go to somebody's office to get better. So therapy was purposefully done in random places, different spots every day. It's just a new topic every day. One day was anxiety, one day was about fatherhood. It was just built to deal with problems that all of us go through.
True.
And it was built from a real place, and people had a very real reaction to it. And it's kind of morphed into a bit of a movement where, you know, hashtag therapy doesn't mean you need to go to an office. Hashtag therapy means you're working on yourself. So it's just been one of those things where I don't need anybody. I don't need to see anybody. I just need to work on myself. And
That's real.
as I've been working on myself, other people have been working on themselves by using that as a soundtrack to start to get ahead to a better place.
Where can we find these hoodies and stuff?
You can find those hoodies in the link below with everything. And you can go to my website, or not my website, well, it is my website, Instagram.com/JoeWatersMC, Facebook.com/Joe Waters MC. I have them all available. By the time this video comes out, there'll be a link that you all can go to. But I appreciate the support. I got hoodies, I got shirts, we got different colors coming. So I appreciate all the support.
I appreciate it if I had one. You know what I mean? For some reason, I don't have one yet.
I thought you, but you got a website, darkmatter.com, right?
He want a
I
therapy
do.
shirt.
I want a therapy hoodie.
Hey, yo, so tell you what, here's what's going to happen. The therapy hoodie and the therapy shirt will be on these gentlemen 2 episodes from now. I guarantee it. It'll be on them.
Y'all hold him to his word.
They'll have
please
one.
do.
Y'all see one. We're going to have a whole therapy movement t-shirt day. I promise.
Rah, 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 rah. So anyway, collectively, I want to put this out there too, since you know what I'm saying. Wave Report, we came together, we dropped a new joint. It's called Time Today. You can find that up on my YouTube at Young One Jonah. You feel me?
Big facts.
Support that. Now let's get into it, gentlemen. I got a heavy one.
What's that?
Hey. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I don't know the topic, so I'm nervous. What's going on?
We had to call an audible. Okay, so we had some topics laid out.
We did.
Somebody
We did.
requested. You guys can request stuff to us. Put it in the
facts.
comments. Hit us up in the messages and whatnot. Somebody requested this. Oh my God, I'm scared to say it, bro.
Don't be scared, man. No fear.
I was scared to listen. Do black men do better dating outside of their race?
I'll go.
I won't.
go. Do black men do better dating outside their race? No, I don't think black men do better dating outside their race. I think there's this sentiment that black men date outside their race because of the attitude or the ignorance of black women. We're told that other women of other races put up with more, but that's not necessarily true.
Facts.
And we think that we should abandon black women quickly. I know some dudes, they won't talk to black women at all.
Black dudes.
They won't talk to black women. They will not date them.
Wow.
I think that's insane. I think that's crazy because they probably let one experience ruin everything for them.
Right.
And you shouldn't do that with anything, especially women.
Facts.
But I disagree with that notion.
How do you throw a whole race away?
I think people just let their experiences define them. But you inhibit yourself from experiencing other things when you do that. There are cases, of course, where black men date outside their race and they're somewhat successful. My wife Shout out to my wife Elisa. She actually mentioned this to me today. She said, when a black man's successful, he's told to get someone outside of his race because she's quiet. So if you look at a lot of the black athletes and entertainers, a lot of them have white women or they've dated a woman of a different ethnicity.
Kobe Bryant.
Because she is not as, she doesn't have like that fervor or that attitude or that strongness that a black woman naturally has. So you take like Kobe, like Floyd, even somebody like Floyd Mayweather, he's never really been with, you know, in the public eye like a real black
Strong
woman.
black woman.
All his baby mama's black.
So we know
And he don't deal with them. Like he don't, you know what I'm saying? He don't really deal with them. But you do have a few men who still date black women. I don't think it's necessarily a race thing, but I don't think you should abandon us, me being a black man. I prefer black women first. So just that's what I prefer.
Okay.
But you know, I'm not trying to flip the question. I know a lot of white women, they prefer black men
That's a fact too. Now they
instead of white men.
They value the chocolate.
But what you think? You think black men?
You took it right out. So, you know, there's a thing about all this chocolate.
Go ahead, man.
Wave Report show. You know, the melanin in my, you know,
Hershey.
you know, I'm just keeping 100% with you.
Go ahead.
Sneaker boy.
White women been in love with chocolate since Willy Wonka came out. You know what I mean? So I'm just keeping it all the way 100. You know, there's other races. Like I have to flip this question on its head. What is the value in a woman?
Okay.
A lot of men look for something, and be all the way honest, sometimes they only find it in somebody that's opposite of what they see.
Okay.
I know a couple dark skinned dudes that feel like, I would never date a dark skinned woman. They're racist. They're prejudiced to their own. They don't want to see their own skin tone, so they prefer to see a woman who looks of a different color. I'm gonna keep it all the way real. Spanish women are amazing, but the same headache I would run into with a black woman, I'm gonna get in two different languages.
Now my question to you: will you get that headache with a white woman?
Would I get that headache with a white woman?
Yes.
So
It's a good question. It's a good question.
I don't.
Be
Let me
honest.
be all the way.
That's a good
I
question.
don't like white women shampoo.
Wow.
Like,
Wow.
I'm gonna be real. I can't stand that shampoo, bro.
my God.
I feel like we would argue over that shampoo, and there's no. I don't know.
Pantene, not the.
I can't
brown
stand
bottle?
Pantene. Bro.
Oh my
Like
god.
all white women hair smell the same, and like I like the naturalness of it, but it's just
This
just
man
that smell.
is crazy, man.
I can't stand.
You sir are a racist.
No,
But
let me
you know
be real.
something,
Hold
man?
on.
Go ahead, do your thing.
I'm joking. White women are. I don't see. Like I see where the people kind of move on to them, or some black guys may prefer them, but I just love queens, bro. I love a strong black woman. I really do. But you know, I've taken experiences from black men who have failed at leaving black women. You know, Kanye, we lost Kanye. We lost brother Kanye, as overrated as he is.
Oh, man.
We lost brother Simpson. You know, he left with black.
I don't think he was ever with us.
Well, he tried to
Hey,
be.
it's a
He
whole
tried
other
to be.
convo, brother.
We-
Somebody had to say it.
Dang.
We lost brother O.J. Simpson. We've lost some strong brothers to to jump in ship. But for me, I look at
Michael B. Jordan.
maybe
Dang, man.
I look at
This your king?
I look at some of the strongest black men in history, and they've all been held down by a black woman. Martin Luther King was held down by a black
Even
woman.
when he was
Malcolm
cheating
X-
with white women.
Fact. Malcolm X was held down by a black woman. Barack Obama was held down by a black woman.
Allegedly.
Whoa, where we going with this convo?
Me and Michelle got a thing going on.
Oh, okay, I respect that.
I can't speak on Michelle.
I know y'all saw that thing she carried.
Yeah.
Man, y'all gotta forget that little
That last
disrespect.
picture, never mind. Anyway,
Yeah.
Michelle Obama was holding down Barack. Every picture that I've ever seen, let's call it what it is. LeBron James being held down by his wife, bro. Like,
Bro.
there are pictures of amazing black women who hold down their men or lift them up per se. So for me, if there's I think skin color when it comes to it just depends on the person. Like if you're an amazing person and you're gonna hold down your man,
Yeah.
Look, what's the dude name from The Best Man? He never wanted to be black, but he black.
dude with
Tay
the-
Diggs.
Yeah, okay.
Tay Diggs loves everything white. He don't have a blackboard. No, he love everything white. He ain't got a black car. Everything about him, he loved to be white, and he has a very successful career. So it's just preference. It's all about preference. For me, I don't see color.
Now,
Do you think, to answer your question, you're talking about the headache thing? I think black men deal with white women that headache in a different way. I think some white women, I would say most of them, are too submissive, and I can't deal with
too
that.
submissive?
Yeah, I think there's a such thing as being too submissive to your man.
Okay.
If you're a robot and you just do whatever I say, I want to
Just
be
getting
with
ran
you.
over.
I don't want to be with you.
So let me rephrase the question. Can you make it out of the mud with a black woman?
Yeah, you can. I did. You can. It's possible. It's possible. I think guys take the easier route and they choose.
See, I think it's different struggles, bro. It's different struggles.
What do you mean? Expound, please.
If I'm broke and she broke, I know what I got to deal with. We're gonna have some cheap. We're gonna definitely get a 4 for 4.
But hold on. Not who's willing to struggle with you. Not that.
So what you saying?
Can
Who's
you
willing
make
to
it?
win with you?
Who's willing to change their whole life's outlook to look forward to winning at a higher level? Not just make it to next week or make it to we get a new job.
Who's
Like
gonna-
not that.
who's gonna help build?
But
Who's gonna
who's
help
gonna build something serious to get? I mean, up there. I ain't talking about we just got a house and we good. Now we got some kids and we. No, I'm talking about like you got a dream, you got a goal,
Yeah.
There are
and she gonna ride with you and support it.
there are black women who, quite frankly, in the vision of every man, like in most dudes' success, there's a black woman behind it, just calling the shots, just moving him. Him being the one that everybody sees, but just calling the shots right behind him.
Give me an example.
LeBron,
She calling the shots. We know this.
he got a team, but
I mean, give me a verifiable example.
A
His latest
I
shoe?
want to make it hard.
his latest shoe was
Designed
designed
by
by
women?
black women
That's
on
dope.
call of his wife.
That is.
That's dope.
Denzel's
That's the
wife has always held him down, and he's
Facts.
publicly cheated. He's publicly cheated.
I like that. Okay, I like this.
She then you have examples like Jesse Williams,
Talk about
who
it.
gives a beautiful speech and then he leaves his wife,
Oh, let's talk about it.
who was black.
Oh,
And I read some stuff like after he did his speech and he became even more famous that he wanted to be a player. He wanted to be single. I can't, he his own man. You can do whatever you want to do. But he had, as Joey mentioned, a black woman holding him down up to that point, and he got to that point, and he left. Most NBA players don't have a black woman. Most black, because NBA is dominated by black men.
right.
Most of them don't have a black woman holding them down.
It's because them white women want that chocolate.
That's right. That's right.
Now, it's some black women in particular that believes that a lot of these white women that's around these successful black men are only there for the cheddar. Is that true?
I don't think that's true. But I do think that when a man is successful at that level, black women feel entitled to, because they rode with you for so long, that they feel entitled to some of your success. And I think white women don't feel as entitled. Because most time you meet a white woman, she kind of has her own. It's very rare you meet a white woman where she like really come from like the mud, like where you come from.
Right.
But black women, there's some commonality. There's some commonality with a black woman. Even if she come from the other side of the tracks, there's some type of struggle there.
So here's where I can say I could definitely understand. I want somebody who's different than me. I grew up struggling. I grew up in the hood. I grew up like in a very rough, ratchet type of environment. I think I'm no all respect. I'm past the I don't want somebody I think I look differently for women. I don't want somebody who had that same life and upbringing. Cause we could relate,
Yeah.
but there's nowhere for me to grow.
Okay, that's understandable.
Like I will say, like for me, I've gone through a point in my life where I didn't want a 4 for 4. Foe for foe.
Foe for foe.
You know what I mean? I wanted, hey yo, where we going? Like I wanted to experience different things.
Right.
If it's a black woman that gives you that, so be it. If it's a beautiful mixed woman who can do that, so be it. If it's a Spanish woman, it ain't gonna happen. But I'm just saying, like I want somebody that can actually provide.
I
that to
love
me.
Spanish
So-
women and white women.
No, I'm saying you ain't getting no new culture from Spanish women.
That's true.
A lot
That's
of
true.
times you're not
Yeah.
getting a lot of new culture. You're getting their culture.
That's it.
Some chata. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like it's not really changing much because they are set in what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And if they like you, they like you. I know that for a fact. White women, same thing.
Yeah.
If they like you, bro, they like you. And a lot of times, I think people go outside their race because they feel like that race has something that was missing in the other.
You mentioned something good about the type of environment you grew up in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
You want
want
to expound on that?
Yo,
Please
Jonah?
do. Please,
If
no. Let Joe expound on that. Yeah.
I grew up, and my upbringing was not easy. It was very difficult. So when I started looking for women, the ones that I found attractive, like sexually, yeah, they might have been a hood rat type joint, whatever. But the ones that I found like I could build with, man, I ain't gonna front. They either were a different race or bougie black. You know what I mean? Like they set higher standards for me because I felt like we could grow that way. I never ever was like I want to go with somebody where we got big money and the first thing they think about is we can go shop at Publix this week. You know what I mean? Like I had somebody who was we shopping at Whole Foods every day. We got $10. We're gonna get one thing from Whole Foods. Like that was I wanted somebody that could help grow and culture my mind.
Now,
That's understandable.
I want to say this. I do believe for most people who already, rose the totem pole and got to the successful place in life to where they're doing certain things and they're making X amount of money, right? They're on a Forbes list and shit like that. I do believe this. When you get to a certain place in monetary status, black people start to fade away. You begin to, like, your whole circle start to change.
Why is that, do you think?
Because there's not a lot of rich black people, like wealthy black people.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. That's
I believe that when you get to a certain stratosphere, there is no black people, and your options are what's around you, and a lot of times it is women of a different race.
That's a good
I do
point.
believe that.
That's a good point.
How you feel?
But
It's tough for me to accept that one because I could show you. Is that is that done mainly for black and white, or because I feel like more Spanish, like richer Spanish people, they stick together.
But I think Spanish people's culture is to stick together.
Yeah, that's true.
Black people culture is to stick together.
Right, and a lot of times black people, when we come out, let's say take a basketball player for instance, let's say he get drafted. Well, there was a time he'd get drafted right out of high school.
Yeah.
You go into this new lane, you automatically got money. You out of the hood. You
Yeah.
remember what the hood looked like and what them females looked like back then and how they act, right?
Right.
You get to this new place, you got bread, and you can eat at different places you've never even seen before. You look around there, it's nothing but white women.
I
Doesn't
see what
that
you're saying.
make you intrigued?
Yeah, it does. It does.
You know what it is, bro? At the same time, I think I know. I figured it out. We used to love most dudes. Negroes used to love two certain qualities about a woman.
Okay.
One was here. One was in the back.
Okay, in the rear.
White women caught up quickly.
Yeah.
White women
I'm
caught
not
up.
gonna say they there. I'm not gonna say they completely caught up.
In a way.
Okay, white women
They coming.
and
They
Spanish
coming.
women. Spanish women might have them beat.
Beat?
I don't know if it
I
had
don't know
a beat.
about all that, bro.
It might be even, but I don't know if it got a beat.
Yeah. I think we always been even.
Hey.
Okay,
We the same anyway.
We neck and neck in the race.
You
Okay,
Hispanic, you
okay.
black. I said it.
We neck and neck in the
Okay.
race. I'm just saying, a lot of times black dudes go to like, your physical attraction is for a type, and there's a lot of white. Maybe what you're looking for is found in that type. Maybe you're a touch person, and that person of a different race touches you different than what you experience with a different race. It's all about perspective. It's all about what you want.
Now I want to explain to the people. I didn't
I
bring up this
just don't want no protein I can't do none of that.
Pantene Pro V.
I don't want none of that.
So I didn't bring this topic up out of any kind of feeling I have against black women at all. I want to be clear about that. I do not subscribe to the idea that you can't be successful with a black woman.
Facts.
But there is a large community of black men who do believe that it is tough to become uber successful and to change your lifestyle with the black woman because of certain experiences that they have. I can't be the one to say that their experiences aren't true because I know this many great black women. I can't say that. I cannot rule out their experience. So their experience may be true to them. But I wanted to bring that up just so we can have that discussion, fellas.
Okay, that's understandable.
Let's take it on to something a little lighter, man.
Yeah.
My man's LeBron. He
Married
aging.
to a black woman.
Married to a black woman, very successful. Listen, he's getting up there in age. He's with the Lakers. Will we ever see this man in another finals again? Let's be honest.
No.
You think the West too tough?
No, I don't think the West is too tough. The question was, do I think LeBron would make it to another final?
Yeah.
No.
And
Here's-
why?
So when Kobe got to a certain age, nobody wanted to play with Kobe because all they were doing was just making Kobe better.
Okay.
It wasn't about them. There's no great basketball player in the game right now coming up. They saw what happened with LeBron and Kyrie. Your star diminishes when you're with LeBron. Kyrie won the Cavaliers their finals.
We're not gonna act like that block didn't happen. And LeBron hit
Kyrie
free throws after
won.
that. His weakness.
Kyrie won.
So, we not gonna
I'm
act like
sorry.
that didn't happen.
Who scored the 3 that won the game? Who scored 43 points in the final game?
Who stopped the block to tie it, and who hit ice the game with free throws?
I'm sorry.
This
who
is
turned-
all after the
Who
three.
turned the ball over that caused the block? Kyrie won them the finals. Anyway, all I'm saying is LeBron's star always overpowers you. It always overpowers.
That's gonna do that with any superstar. We got Michael Jordan, you got Kareem, you got anybody of that caliber. It's gonna overshadow anybody.
Okay.
I don't think that's a detriment.
Show me how many players went to the Wizards the second year Michael Jordan was there.
He was an old man. That's a difference. He's not.
Show-
What Michael Jordan was with the Wizards is not what LeBron is.
Okay, show me how many players
bad
went to
equipment.
the Lakers in the last 4 or 5 years when Kobe was playing.
Kobe was
Nobody
hurt the
won-
majority of that time.
I'm sorry, they had an option to not only sign Dwight Howard and like 6 other people, they only signed.
Out of Kobe's last 4 years, he played a year and a half.
Okay, before that, why weren't people going there? Why didn't anybody go there in 2010?
People did go. You forget he had Steve Nash and
That's the last year. I'm
That
talking
people
about
was
why in the summer of 2010 when LeBron was a free agent and then the whole free agent class, how come nobody went to the Lakers when they had cap space?
Hey, you got to think about it, man. It's so many. First of all, were they contenders? No, they wasn't. A lot of
Who, the
people-
Lakers?
Yeah.
They just won the title.
No, I mean you got to think about it though. Like you got to think about it. Agent Kobe, a certain game that they was playing, a new game was entering the league. You think about Kevin Durant. You think about who else was really lighting it up? Dwayne Wade and LeBron was lighting it up, and the game was changing right before us. And I believe, in my opinion, Kobe was being left in the dust. I don't think he can survive in today's game and be as great as he was.
So take that same exact answer you just gave, replace Kobe, put LeBron. That's my answer.
That's actually false because LeBron has adapted to three.
He has adapted to what?
The three.
Yeah, but LeBron plays the 4 position.
No. The 3-point shot.
But LeBron plays the 4 position.
That means the floor is spread.
No, that means LeBron would have to maintain the ball. He would be your point forward. Players don't want to do that. Your superstar players
This is what
need the ball.
If we've watched the Lakers, we found out LeBron has not been the point forward.
Sure, we got Rondo and Lonzo.
Got Rondo and Lonzo, and they've been doing great.
I think will LeBron go back to the when we go back to the
Lonzo
finals?
good, man. Y'all gonna stop hating.
I think we'll see LeBron in one. I think we'll see him in one finals before he retires. This is why. A lot of this is contingent upon what Kevin Durant does with the Warriors.
Facts.
Okay.
If Kevin Durant stays with the Warriors, he's not going back to the finals. He's not going back.
I can agree.
I think Kevin Durant is going to go to the Lakers.
Or Knicks.
Yeah, definitely. So if he adds Kevin Durant or Anthony Davis, he's going to
That's
see
the
one
variable.
finals. That's what I'm
the
saying.
variable.
It's
If
contingent upon a lot of
Anthony-
things.
So my variable to the question is that so let me be real why I said no.
Okay.
I don't think Anthony Davis, who is the only superstar that can elevate the Lakers to where LeBron would want to get them to, I don't think he would go to the Lakers. That's the only reason is I just don't
And you think he won't go to the Lakers because LeBron is there?
he won't be a free agent for 2 more years, and by then, no.
I
don't
think
LeBron will have 2 left.
I think he will go
Yeah,
though.
but see, that's the
Because-
thing. I just don't believe in my heart of hearts. Like just watching Anthony Davis and watching how he adapted to Boogie Cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he liked playing with Boogie, but when Boogie, you got
better when Boogie's
You
out.
got to read people's faces,
Yeah.
bro. He ain't like when Boogie was shining. Like,
Yeah.
I just call it what it is. I just Like they're already talking about trying to get Drew Holiday out of there, and like, bro, Drew's a star.
Yeah.
Drew is the perimeter defender.
Drew is a star, but why would you want to get rid of Drew if there's no prop? No, I don't think LeBron.
So you think Anthony Davis has a big ego?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think he can work with LeBron. But see, this is if Anthony Davis goes to the Lakers,
Then my answer would be
LeBron, by the time he goes to the Lakers, LeBron will be the best player in the league.
Right.
It'll be Anthony Davis or
Right.
Kevin Durant.
Right.
And
or somebody else.
yeah, I mean, I don't think.
No
Giannis, I
Bumble.
don't
Go
think-
Lakers.
I don't think.
I'm sorry. Magic.
But I think we'll see him in one. I think we'll see him in one, man. Because I don't. He doesn't. People don't want to admit this, but I can see this now. They try to say this, but I can see it now playing. LeBron's skill set is diminishing, and it's because of age. I mean, nobody beats Father
Trisha.
Time. But also, which this is something I always held against LeBron. LeBron's not playing in the Eastern Conference anymore, so he's going to have a rough time.
Oh, for sure.
If he was in the East right now, his record wouldn't be what it be. I don't care what team you throw him on, any team in the East,
Now, I
it
think
wouldn't be like this.
hurt too as well.
Yeah, but I don't think Rondo's
won
that
two of
good
those
anymore
games.
anyway. I don't think Rondo's that good anymore
But they
anyway.
won 2 of those games, so I can't say that hurt.
Yeah, but I think he's just playing in a tougher conference against tougher competition.
Here's what I'll say about LeBron, real quick. LeBron is a PR genius.
Yes, he
LeBron
is.
went to a team where, if you're going to the finals every year, that's what people are going to hold against you. If you go to a team that's trash and you can't make it to the finals, then next year, okay, yeah, we reloaded. We didn't make it to the finals this year. You got 2 years of excuses. The next year, if you don't get Anthony Davis, well, LeBron, even if you get him, your skill set's diminishing. You got that 1 year. You got that Shaquille O'Neal on the Heat the second year.
Yeah.
That's all you got. So, in my opinion, LeBron's window is the next 3 years. If you don't do it in the next 3 years, he'll never. No, unless he's Robert Ory playing with I just don't see it.
And I don't think even if he goes to the final, I don't think it's a guarantee that he'll win with the team he has.
Right.
That's not because of the Celtics. Cause I think they
It's
overrated.
because of
I think they overrated.
experience, honestly.
Yeah, it's because of
Yeah,
experience.
them boys ain't got enough experience, man. Not enough wartime experience.
Yeah, and they finna start trading people. He's about to start trading people.
I think that's a misconception.
Whenever
What,
LeBron
that
is
LeBron ain't the GM?
Yeah,
for him, I think he is the GM.
You think LeBron's not the GM?
I do not
Do
think
you
he's
remember
the
what happened at the trade deadline last year?
Everybody go.
I feel
You
it.
know you the GM. Hey, Dwayne, bye.
You can every superstar can suggest things, right? It's not a new thing
Dude,
since
Dwayne Wade got
it's not a
traded
new
back to
thing
his
since
team.
LeBron came into the league. It's nothing that just popped up because LeBron does it. MJ had influence. Bird had influence. Everybody who's a superstar on the team has a level of influence.
You're right
Hold
to
on,
a degree.
I won't say MJ had influence at the end.
MJ
But
had
you
influence.
won't.
Why they didn't get
We know the
Tracy McGrady?
stories of
But
this.
why he
We
didn't
know
get
the
Tracy
stories
McGrady?
of this. Now everything.
MJ
now,
wanted
you got
Tracy
plenty of
McGrady, they
logistics
didn't
to
get him.
figure out.
Yeah.
You got hella logistics to figure out and hoops to go through. Everything ain't possible.
But I have never seen a player. The people you naming, Bird, Kobe, Shaq,
Yeah.
MJ, they played with Hall of Fame coaches.
Right.
LeBron has never played
Never
with a Hall of
had
Fame
one.
coach,
Yes,
which
he
is
has.
why I'm telling you he's the GM though.
No, LeBron.
Because who?
Himself.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I can't say that.
LeBron has been the
I
coach
can't say
of
that.
every team he's played on.
But he has
And I
more
don't think
control.
that's a knock against him. He hasn't had great coaching.
No, I don't think that's a knock against him. I don't hold that
You got to
against
do
him.
what you got to do when something's
he
lacking.
David Blatt was a great coach.
No, get the nigga.
David Blatt was a great coach.
Nigga.
David Blatt was a great coach.
In Europe.
Yeah,
Nigga.
You said he
This
was-
the
You know who was a good coach though? Eric Spoelstra. Eric Spoelstra was
You
a
know
good
who else
coach.
was a good coach?
He's all right.
LeBron.
Mike Brown.
He is though. I agree.
Mike Brown.
I agree. He is a good coach. You don't think Mike Brown a good coach?
I think they all right.
Dang man.
You keep it 100.
Eric Spoelstra.
You know what? We're done. Wave report. We out of here. B. Hey, my name is Joe Waters, aka.
Now we got one more topic.
What's the other topic?
You
Why this
ready?
man doing his pose? What's the other topic?
1 hour later.
We got one more topic. All right? And this last topic is a deep one. For me, at least.
Yeah.
I'm messing with y'all. I'm messing with you.
Go ahead.
Okay. Does the hood suffer from PTSD?
Yes. Cause I do.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. Everybody listen to this, y'all know me, y'all know where I'm from. I'm from the projects, you know what I mean?
It is.
I'm not from some neighborhood and I call it a hood. I'm from housing projects. I'm from Tampa Park. Grew up in Central Park, from Tampa Park. It's in Ybor City, you know where it is. Joe know where it is.
CPV gang.
I'm still slightly paranoid to this day. I don't like people walking behind me too close. If I see a car following me, I get paranoid. You know, my strap in the car.
Facts.
I'm a licensed gun holder, gun carrier. All the stuff we see, all of us come from the hood. All the stuff we see growing up, from the violence to the drugs to the depression to the lack of resources, all those things as a child, they psychologically affect you. And you can't even really fathom how much it affects you until you're an adult.
Right.
I suffer, like, if y'all, Dark Matter Music, we have a new album called Sing a Swim. On one of the songs called Save the World, I talk about how I wake up in the middle of the night screaming. And that's a real thing. You know, my wife is there and she calmed me down because a lot of the things I experienced, I was so desensitized that I thought it was normal. I thought it was normal to see niggas fighting and niggas shooting at each other. I thought it was normal seeing domestic violence. I thought it was normal seeing crackheads dancing, acting like they're okay.
Right.
I thought all this stuff, you know, I was normalized to it because you go outside and it's like a war zone. Right. It's like literally like a war zone.
Right.
And because we up here, we're all like statistical miracles.
Right.
Because you know how many people don't make it?
Yes.
See, that's something people they understate. When you see a black man, he really come from where he say he come from.
Right.
You ask us how many people are dead or in jail or they coked out on drugs somewhere.
Yeah.
It's rare that you make it out of somewhere like that. I mean, I'm not gonna get into it because I think it's designed that way. I'm not gonna get into that. But I suffer from PTSD. I mean, I suffer from it like some people I know, but I can say from my experience that I suffer from it. The only way that I gotten out of it is, you know, Joe alluded to in the first part of the episode is I kind of had to seek out different cultures and realize that although what you went through isn't normal, this ain't how it's supposed to be, it's okay to look for other things. It's okay to look for like peace or to go move into a neighborhood where there isn't violence.
Right.
Or you don't have to look behind your back because I'm not really used to that type of stuff.
Right.
So I suffer from it, definitely.
Now, Joe, do you believe that the hood suffers from PTSD?
Yes. But so I've lived in Brooklyn, New York, and I've lived in Bad News, Virginia. I'm gonna tell you straight up, the neighborhood I lived in, Bad News, Virginia, is about 500 times worse than anywhere else I've lived in my life. World War III, it was a drug war going on at the time. Quite frankly, we were corner boys, so we had to, you know, move through different things to try to win. The city will show you love, but you need to be in the game. And if you're in the game, you need to know who you around. You need to know every face you encounter because, like, literally to this day, I will not sit with my back towards the door because I still feel like
I know dudes like that.
me.
Yeah.
There's a lot of actions that I do today that are 100% because of how I was raised and where I was raised. And my mother did her best to shelter me from all of that, but
Of course.
she can't walk my every step. So I'd leave the house. You know, just because you saw me a Sunday didn't mean you knew what I was going through during the week.
Right.
Like, I literally was. There's so many things I do today. I barely look people in the eyes because I seen somebody just get shot just because of that.
The wrong look, right?
Like, it's tough for me to just stare at people. I honestly, I really have a problem with that. Like, if I'm talking to you in a conversation, you can attest to this. I don't even look at the camera. Look at my therapy videos, bro.
Yeah.
I don't even look at the camera all the time. Like, I just have a problem with it because I've just seen people get snapped on and shot for just the littlest thing. So, what I've seen,
real.
I know I got it. I know the hood suffers from it. I got people who, bro, walk in the house and won't leave the door unlocked or leave the car to get the mail and gotta turn the engine off, take the key out, and just do everything, just do the most, but it's the least for us. You know what I mean? Like, I won't buy a Dodge Neon until this day just because how easy that car is to boost. Like, I just, you know.
That's real.
All Dodge Neons smell like weed.
Yeah, you ain't lying. You are not lying, boy.
And probably have been stolen once or twice.
Yeah, broken into and all.
But I don't buy Dodge at all. Them Chargers, nah.
Yeah.
But I know people still suffer from it. I know it's stuff. Yo, I don't like nothing in my house can say Pyrex on it. I don't like metal spoons. I don't like if you from like there's certain things like if you want to get away from a certain life, I try to run from it. I literally went to Hawaii one time, and I ain't cared nothing about Hawaii. I just knew as soon as I went to Hawaii, it ain't feel nothing like bad news Virginia. You know what I mean? And that's not that I was like. I just wanted to be away from the life to know that there was more than life than that. Because when you in the trap, it's exactly what we say. It's a trap. Like you there.
You know, it's crazy because, like, when you from the hood, you've been in the streets, especially like something like drugs, right? Because you know people. Joe probably know. I'm sure he does. You buy soft, and you cook it till it's hard. You chop it up and you serve it, right? This is like commonplace stuff, right?
Right.
So when like I'm out or when I like elevate and I move to like a different part of society, like I want to get away from drugs, but you see that there's no escaping it.
No.
Yeah.
Like it's like a real epidemic. Like that Reagan shit is real.
It's real.
Like it's everywhere. And to the point, like I realize I'm a very self-aware person, so like the hood in me, like when I talk to managers or supervisors and I see somebody getting an attitude with me, I'm already prepared to like go wherever.
Yeah.
But I know because I'm an adult and I know like they're not gonna go as far as I'm gonna go to prove a point because I'm stubborn. You know what I mean? And but that's how you learn to deal with things in the hood. It's like it's literally survival. Cause today it's kind of gotten worse because there's no code.
Right.
So you could be arguing with somebody because we grew up in the era where niggas used to fight.
Right.
And you be good, you adapt your boy up the next day you see him,
Yeah,
fight.
y'all homies again.
They not doing that no more.
Stomped on his face.
They not doing that no more. So when I'm like, you talk to like a supervisor, talk to you crazy, a manager talk to you crazy. My first reaction in my mind is,
Boy,
I'm talking about off earth. But you like me, I quickly come to my senses, and that's how I know I got it. Like, why would I think about like giving him an immediate funeral? Why would I think that way as an adult?
Yeah.
And I don't have kids, but I can imagine like I'm gonna leave. I got a wife. I can't think like it's not even that serious. But that's how I know there's something wrong. But as he has on his therapy hoodie, I think people from the hood need to go to counseling. They need to see
Now,
people.
before
man.
we dive in there and go deep, on
okay.
that, I want to expound on two different things. You said something about not being able to look at people in the eyes, and for your reasoning, I have a different reasoning.
What's your reason?
I have a hard time staring in another's eyes outside of a playful situation for the fact that I don't want to harm you if I think you're looking at me the wrong way.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? I grew up I had a mean anger problem, right? Been anger management even when I was in the army because I used to get it in my office too, fighting and things of that nature. So they send me to anger management. Honestly, bro, I think my past and the places that I come from, I've seen a lot of violence. I think that I feel like it's around the corner all the time.
Yeah, same.
And if I look at you, it's almost like that I wish a nigga would mentality.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that monkey's on your back sometimes. Like you can be chilling in the whip, rolling up, minding your own business.
Nigga walk by.
Nigga walk by.
Yeah.
This nigga here looking
Yeah,
at
for real.
you know what
Straight
I'm saying? You might, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You feel me? Put it on you know?
Yeah.
That's PTSD, bro. That really is. I don't think nobody can really make a great argument to say that we don't because we come from a place that's looked down upon, that has been forgotten, that is poor and impoverished.
Yeah.
So it kind of hurts to almost think about like how people look at us a little, differently, maybe look down on us. When we're human beings that's in need, kind of like these third world countries they like to send money to.
That's true.
We don't do anything in our own hoods in America. And I think that is sad.
I think it is sad,
Going
too.
back to what you were saying, therapy. Why don't a lot of black folk accept therapy? Why is it shunned and looked down upon?
So, for me, I can honestly say, bro, I didn't want to talk about it.
But why didn't you want to talk about it?
Is it for the fact that it just hurts?
I grew up in a culture that tells me don't snitch. I grew up in a culture that tells me to stay quiet about things.
Yeah.
I grew up in a culture where, like, I can honestly say, like, in certain... So I battle rap, too. So, like, what I can't stand about battle rappers is they talk about what they do. So, like, I hate it because it feels like snitching to me. It feels like they're telling on, like, even if they're telling on themselves, like, I always had, and that's probably PTSD as well, but I just,
Right.
I feel like I always was so anti-snitch. What changed for me was, I'm not telling on anybody, I'm not talking about anybody, I'm not disrespecting anybody by saving myself, in the sense of, I used to do something, not for who or with who or anything like that, but I used to do something and it affected me this way.
Mm-hmm.
That's not snitching, that's not ratting or anything like that. I used to stand on the corner and I used to hustle.
Yeah.
I used to make money and I used to spend it on sneakers and do other crazy madness. But that made me feel good because that was the lifestyle I knew. But to get out of it, I used to sell, like, I have to tell myself, yo, I used to do something and it was wrong and it affected people and I wanted to get away from it. But the reason why my PTSD, my therapy was giving back to it. So now I want to be a voice for niggas who are in that same situation and can't get out of it and feel like, yo, I need something to relate to because I know there's more to life.
Yeah.
Everybody sees the trap. They see the quick money that they can get. There's a lot of people out there who got no stripes. They got no charges on their name and they can change their life.
Yeah.
You can laugh at, yo, I work at T-Mobile. You can laugh at me all day about it. But the reason, jail means fail. I played the game well. Never got caught.
Bars.
Never ratted on anybody. Never had to drop down
Bars.
on nobody.
Grace of God,
I played the game
that's straight.
well.
Yeah.
And when I had an opportunity to get out, I did everything the right way. So with having a life that I could actually create in front of me, I put everything in front of that. I did everything I could to make sure that getting out of the hood what meant that I could actually put something back into it. I can come back to them from a perspective of,
That's real.
I did it.
Now, knowing all of these things, all of this put together, do you think this affects black households? Like, is this why we have so many broken homes in the black community, because of our situation and our circumstances?
I think that's one of the reasons we have broken homes, because if you ask a lot of us, a lot of black men don't have their fathers active in their lives. A lot of them, not everybody, but a lot of them. But what is the reason why we don't? A lot of them were on the block. A lot of them, my dad was in prison for selling drugs. I know a lot of dudes' fathers who were on drugs. You know, see what I'm saying?
I can attest to that.
And then, so he's missing from the household, and then you have moms, like you said, your mom tried to show to you. All of our moms tried their best, or our grandmothers, because our moms were on drugs. You see, like it's so many
Variables.
It's like a circle, man. And like you said, it's a trap because the circle, the cipher is just keep going.
Right.
You know what I mean? There is no way out until, as Joe said, you make a way out for yourself. But it takes for like and I don't mean to big Joe up and make it simple, but it takes a special person to realize I have to save myself and leave and come back to save these people. Now we know most black people, they leave and they don't come back.
They gone.
they don't put nothing back into it. But it takes for somebody to realize like something's not right about this.
Right.
And I'm gonna leave. And in Joe's test, he's still a great father. He's still in his kid's life, so he's breaking the broken cycle that way. He's fixing it. But the men before us, they grew up in the crack era.
Right.
So I'm trying to be like sensitive to that, because if I grew up in the crack era, who knows what would have happened? You know what I mean?
It was definitely different.
We grew up in like when technology like started booming, so the times were different. So, but I do think it is a reason. But I want to be compassionate and be like, man, these niggas grew up when it was like.
One thing I remember, man, growing up, we used to run from certain people. Like, we knew like certain niggas in the hood was on some foolishness. You know what I mean? So like when you see him coming down the block, you get in the house. Like, I would never forget, it was times to where me and my siblings, Mezzo, Tev, all them, we be outside kicking it, and we have to run inside. I remember that. Like, we were young. And it was other times to where you can't go down this street because that light's long, Scott Street. That light's long, you're going to get robbed there.
Yeah.
And especially don't go at night. You know what I mean?
Not by yourself.
Stay out of this alleyway, stay out of that alleyway. It's like you got to hopscotch through life.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm going to say this. I think that make us better hustlers. I think that make us better men, better women. I think it make us stronger. I'm not saying that we better than anybody else, and I know some of my brothers, I got homies that feel like this thing right here, this skin tone right here is the best thing smoking, and I agree with them to an extent. But it does make us much stronger than those who are sheltered, man.
Yeah.
I do believe that. How y'all feel about that?
It just, I agree. My hood vice was just not trusting any situation ever. You going to a birthday party? I don't trust it.
Yeah.
I don't trust it. But if I'm standing on the corner, if I'm buying food, or what was the corner stores?
Yeah.
If I go to the corner store, bro, I saw Don't Be a Menace.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, or Menace to Society, whatever movie that was.
Yeah.
Where dude just got shot just shot for nothing, just sitting in the grocery store buying some bonbon. I never wanted to be that person.
Mm-hmm.
I always.
Yeah.
I'm just like my neck. I was an owl, just always looking back, always looking over my shoulder. Even if I went to a party, I'd never forget what. I don't know what year Ludacris's the Little John B.I.B.I. song came out, but I was at a party once and that song came on, bro. And I don't think I was of age, but everybody was drinking. And all I knew is as soon as that song came on, I became the most paranoid person in the world because
Yeah.
I felt like somebody was gonna get knocked out.
Yeah,
stabbed.
for sure.
And I lived in an area where there was this dude in my neighborhood. He was the king of the block. We all knew that. Everybody knew that. We all respected. Shout out to Wild Al. But we all respected dude. And when he came around, somebody's getting beat up.
Yeah.
You just knew it was gonna happen. Somebody's gonna get beat up, stabbed, whatever. We all knew what was gonna happen, and it was just that song came on. He was around, and I'm just I know I'm cool with him, but
Yeah.
it was about and it was just I always was on. I guess the hood makes you a little uncomfortable, but more comfortable.
Yeah, it makes sense. That makes
it
sense.
makes you very uncomfortable in certain situations, but very comfortable though.
Yeah.
If we go to a restaurant, we can leave right here and go to Waffle House. I'll be super uncomfortable the entire time I'm there because I can't get I can't get access to all the exits immediately.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be very comfortable because I know me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm built for that. I've done this. I've lived this life for a while. You know what I mean? So
Now, I was in the military. I definitely did not do 20 years. Only 4 of them jokers.
happy belated Veterans Day. to you.
Oh, man, appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
But look, man, I met some people who were suffering from PTSD, and some of these guys, wasn't exactly war veterans. They didn't never been to war before, but they were diagnosed with PTSD off of training tactics and being exposed to certain kind of other training.
Yeah.
And I would look at these guys, right, and then see them acting crazy and whatnot, and I would think to myself bro, do you know where I come from?
Yeah.
Do you know what I've seen every day? Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen some of the people that's closest to you strung out on crack?
No.
Have you ever seen family members, being disrespected?
Yeah.
To your face, and you can't do nothing about it because the other nigga talking got the strap?
Yes.
You got caught slipping? Have you ever had that?
Yeah.
That's
I
a
feel
scary
where you're
thing
coming
because
from.
your life can be gone within a second.
Yeah. You're right.
Do you guys, I wanted to ask this last question. Do you guys feel like, because we all agree that, people from the hood is suffering from PTSD.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys feel like that our struggle is being overlooked, or do they believe that it's non-existent?
I personally, man, I think a lot of people believe that our struggle ain't that bad. I think they just believe it's something that, they'll deal with it and they'll get over it.
Are we overreacting or something?
Yeah, I think people think we're overreacting. And I'm going to be real. A lot of black people from the hood, even some of the parents, swept a lot of stuff under the rug.
I agree.
It was just it'll be okay. I'm not
rape,
going to be okay.
Like rape,
Yeah.
molestation.
Yeah, man.
Don't tell nobody about Uncle.
No, that stuff affects me, man. And people overlook it. One of the things that the hood taught me, and Joe was alluding to this, it taught me to question people's intentions. That's why I like my spiritual gift is discernment. I could tell really fast what your intentions are. It's very rare that I'm caught off guard. Whether it's a woman or a man, I could tell when I'm being BS'd.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's helped me maneuver through life and escape a lot of situations. When people and my boys used to get on me for this. They're like, we're going to this party. And I'd be like, well, who going to be there? They tell me, I'm not going. Because I already know what's going to happen. This person coming, I already know it's going to be a riot. It's going to be a shootout. Y'all can go and y'all can have fun with that. Stuff like that, even as you get older and you telling your story to somebody, maybe it's a woman you dating or maybe it's coworkers, they kind of look at it oh, that's a nice story. You really, you had no idea, huh? They look at it I think some people think a lot of times that you making it up, like just to over exaggerate your story. There are niggas who do that.
Oh, you got a lot of
I'm not exaggerating nothing.
punching
Nah.
niggas in the head.
I ain't exaggerating nothing, man. It's real, man. And it's still.
But those are the dudes that, yo, let me be real.
Those are the dudes that I still keep my wish a nigga would mentality. Like, I'll beat this nigga ass. Like, I know you ain't about this. But do you know what I do? Like, those the niggas that I want to. You remember y'all watched The Simpsons with Homer would choke the fuck out of Bart?
Yeah.
I
In
want
his
to do
face
that
again,
to some,
yeah.
bruh.
So here's, I tell you, this is a true story. This is so terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen somebody pass away in front of me.
Right.
I'll just leave it at that. As a victim of gun violence,
It's traumatizing.
and I was in a situation where I was talking to somebody about it. Now this person was telling me, "Oh yeah, man, I'm hustling 24/7. You know what I mean, 10 toes down." And I'm just talking about the situation, right? And I'm just telling them like how the day went, how we got to that point, what it was like, and I'm thinking he knows the situation. You know what I mean? I tell him, everything down to calibers of different things. Like we fully in there. My man literally, I get done talking, this dude's like this. And he looked like he about to start crying. Like you can see, you see people's eyes.
Yeah.
roll. And I'm like, hey, you good, bro? He's like, yeah, man, that's crazy. You went through that. I'm like, but you said you
10 toes down.
like you should have seen this before. Like I could always tell a hustler if you talk to somebody about selling to a certain type of customer, there's a certain type of customer that I don't care who you are. If you're out the game, even in the game, you're gonna remember anytime you ever did anything to somebody that was pregnant. You're always gonna remember that. It's always gonna stick with you because you bear that weight. There's no dude out there that won't do that. I can't stand when people try to fabricate that.
Yeah.
Because you can't forget that. If somebody's not in the military and they try to relate to somebody that's in the military, like, oh, I went through that too. I can't stand it. Because you didn't know what that felt like.
Yeah.
You didn't know the movie can't tell you about the bullet sound going through somebody's ear.
Right.
Like to hear a bullet and know, for the record, if somebody shoots a gun, and they're like this far away from your face, you're not gonna hear the bullets pass you. To hear a bullet go past your ear, bro,
I got a
that
scar
means
right here.
Yeah.
Scar right here.
Like you got grazed.
You hear me?
that means you were in
makes
that
a sound.
situation.
You can hear that beat.
Bro, I'm just
You
saying,
can
like,
hear it.
if you haven't been in it, bro, don't
Yeah.
stay out of that. Be like, it's not for you. If you haven't been in it, it doesn't make you look better to be in it.
And y'all suburban dudes who y'all all tatted now, and y'all be telling women that y'all from the hood and y'all's in the streets and y'all play with guns and all that stuff.
about it.
We could see y'all, man.
For real.
The real recognize the fake, man.
Tattoo on your face don't
And
mean
we
you
gonna
Don't
leave
mean
it at
nothing.
and we gonna leave it at that, man.
Yeah.
Real and the fake, there's a difference. The hood suffers from PTSD. We should take it more seriously.
Yes, sir.
And we should actually embrace therapy in the black community.
We should.
I think we're going to leave it on those.
Yeah.
Hey, it's the Wave Report 813 on Instagram. Make sure y'all follow the SoundCloud. Make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube. Make sure y'all check out the Facebook. We do go live. Love y'all. Much love.
Peace.